Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Muhammad Akmal bin Kaharudin. My ID is PDL 1905060. So we will given a individual assignment which is making a presentation video in subject International Logistic Management LOG 2613, which is Madam Shakira is our teacher logistic in this subject. I'm from DLM 4C. Okay, so let's start with my presentation. So, what is international trade? So, international trade is the exchange of goods and service among nations. The development and manufacturing of goods and the design of service are a primary activity of the global value chain. International trade also exchange of capital, good and service across international borders of territories because there is a need or want of good or service. Trending globally give consumer and countries the opportunity to be exposed to goods and service not available in their own countries or which would be more expensive domestically. So, to smooth and justify the process of trade between countries of different economic standing, some international economy organized were formed, such as the World Trade Organization. The organization worked toward the facilitation and growth of international trade. So next is flow of international trade. So you can see this step by step flow of goods from packaging to unloading the goods. So it has advantage use this step, that is it can holistic view on material stream, balance check of input and output flow, and can combination can combination with energy and cost flow. So next we go to mode of transportation. So it has 5 mode of transportation, which is first road transportation, second rail transportation, third water transportation, fourth air transportation, and lastly pipeline transportation. So we go through to road transportation. Road transportation is an indefinable roadway or path between two or more places. It helps to transfer the good from one place to another place by road through various methods like bus, truck and cargo. Road transportation also change of any accident, and it also very risk. So the advantage of road transportation is firstly very flexible in nature, secondly good for transporting perishable product like fruit, vegetable and fish. And the disadvantage of use road transportation is firstly is not suitable for long distance, and secondly good can be destroyed or damaged. So we go to rail transportation. Rail transportation is a transport that transfer the good from one place to another place, and as well as transfer the passenger from one place to another destination. It prefer to high speed transportation. Rail vehicles are directly managed by the rail track on which they run. So rail not use the road like road transportation, that rail use a rail track that it can give many benefit to rail transportation. So rail transportation also help to provide administrative facilities to the government. So the advantage of used rail transportation is firstly economical for a long distance, and secondly it is very faster than roadway. Also, it provide proper protection from exposure to sun and dust pollution. Okay, the disadvantage of used rail transportation is firstly it is not suitable for hilly area and harsh capital required for construction maintenance. We go to water transportation. Water transportation involves the movement of goods through ocean and sea. It can be categorized in three categories like aqueducts, container and towing. So aqueducts, which is include tunnel and canals, container like tank car, tank ship and tank truck, and towing. It is a very useful to pull a large water bag or a iceberg. The weight of goods are very large in comparison to other means of transportation. It plays a very crucial role in the development of export and import of goods in the different part of the world. So, the advantage of use water transportation is, firstly, it very cheapest or easiest means of transportation, and secondly, it easily carry a large quantity of good. So, it also good in bulk are transported. So the disadvantage of use water transportation is, firstly, it can be affect a performance. Secondly, unsuitable for small business, and lastly, water transportation performance is affected by seasonal variation. Uh, Next, we go to air transportation. Air transportation is very useful for less working good. Uh, it is the faster means of transportation. The important characteristic of air transportation is that does not need a particular surface track for its working operation. So, the advantage of used air transportation is, firstly, useful moving the good in the bulk, and secondly, very suitable for emergency service like Malaysia or uh, send a food or medicine to the Gaza, use a air transportation. So, the disadvantage of air transportation is, firstly, large capital investment need, and secondly, risk of accident are high, and also it can be affected by rain. So, last but not least is pipeline transportation. So, pipeline transportation is used for sending the liquid and gas from one place to another place. It also send chemical, biofuels and natural gas. Okay. The advantage of use pipeline transportation is, firstly, is very flexible in transporting liquid and gas. Secondly, it consume low energy power. Also, pipeline are very safe and accident free transport. So the advantage of use uh, pipeline transportation is, firstly, it not flexible in nature. It's because it can be effect to our tree to our soil. Secondly, it is restricted in a limited area of work. So we go to transport document that used in international trade. So it has 7 document that used in international trade. That first, delivery order. Second, date of receipt. Third, bill of lading. 4, C waybill. 5, A waybill. 6, shipping warranty. And lastly, packaging not all this. So we go to delivery order first. So delivery order or DO is a document from a consignee and owner or an agent of a freight carrier that order the release of the transportation of cargo to another party. This written order allow for the direct delivery of goods to a warehouseman, carrier or another person who issue warehouse receipt or bill of lading. Okay. Second, dot receipt. Dot receipt is confirm that cargo has been received for shipment. This document is issued by a shipping company and transfer the accountability for the safe transport of the cargo from the shipper to the carrier. Okay. Bill of lading or BL. Bill of lading is a evidence that there is a contract between a shipper of good and a carrier. The customer typically need this original copy as proof and in order to take ownership of the good. This document include the condition under which the transportation was conducted and at a receipt. For sea waybill. Sea waybill is a contract that is not needed for cargo delivery and is only issued as a cargo receipt. This document of title is used on a trust basis between the shipper and importer, which means that no bill of lading is necessary and goods are automatically authorized to be released once they arrive at the destination. So next, airway bill. Airway bill, or we call AWB, is used when carry good via air transport. This document acts as a receipt of good and report the condition of the good. Next, shipping warranty. Shipping warranty is a written document issued by the bank which will take on joint liability. It is handed from the importer to the carrier or its agent for picking up to the goods. Last but not least, packaging not on list. Packaging list provide the information need of transportation purpose. It include the detail of the invoice, the buyer, the consignee, the country of origin, transport date, delivery destination, shipping and container mass, weight and volume. It is a more detailed version of a commercial invoice and includes pricing information. So, advantage of international trade. So, firstly, it can increase revenues. Secondly, decrease competition. Thirdly, easy cash flow management. Fourthly, better risk management. And lastly, opportunity to specialize. So, for more information about international trade, you guys can go to this website. So, that's all for me. Thank you.